racism and homophobia against each other. I think at the end of the day we need to include everyone of all race and all sexualities to come and enjoy football together. But yeah, I can't tell you that there's been more into one than the other. I just know from what I've seen more about racism than say homophobia.
Cool, Jason.
Sam.
Boy, well, for face value, we're gonna have to say the FA have done more for racism, because obviously now they're gonna bring this badge with a rainbow, which I really don't understand. I don't agree with, but cool, it is what it is.
Yeah, but that alone, I'm sorry to cut you, but that alone, they're making a logo for the LGBT community.
Yeah.
Since when have the Premier League sacrificed a logo design? Because that's a big thing, obviously.
Someone high up must be part of, maybe might be part of it.
Yeah.
I didn't like.
No,
So like, you gotta think of it like, if
Oh, you want to talk now? Yeah. Alright.
okay, I've just come back from a long break.
Just don't talk. Just say your piece. Say your piece, brother.
Hey, yeah, in that aspect, I probably think that someone high up within the FA, maybe part of the LGBT, whatever, what was it?
Yeah.
Community themselves.
Yeah.
Like, so obviously, if they're high up and they have power, they have more say on what can be implemented and what can't. So, in that aspect, that's what I think.
It's not even that. Not just that. I feel it's like a bit like you, more in a sense that they're like, probably because a family member is gay, lesbian, or thinking
even that
they're transgender or whatever, so they have more empathy towards that.
Yeah.
But they cannot. It's hard because think of it. All the people at the top, like the top people in football in England, they're all white.
Yeah.
It's hard for them. I'm not even gonna speak for them. It's just I can't see them being able to empathise properly about racism. When will they experience racism?
No, they're not going to emphasize.
But then it's more likely for them to feel empathy for the LGBT community because probably their family member. Do you understand? Like, so when they're hearing homophobic jibes or whatever, given at someone, they're thinking of their cousin or their.
I mean, it's racism. They don't deal with racism.
No, wait. Like I'm saying, like for face value, we're gonna have to say the FA is doing more for racism. Has done more for racism than the the gay or.
Okay, because you haven't seen any LGBT campaigns.
But
take my word for it. I've seen the logo.
No, I'm taking word for it. But my thing is that, which I don't agree with, is now changing the whole aesthetic of the Premier League to suit one community, because you're not doing enough for racism anyway. As enough that you have people like Evra who's getting racially abused, and he kicks a player. Fan, and he gets sacked.
Yeah, but that's
no, but I'm just saying but racism as a whole, understand.
So he kicked the man because the man racially abused him.
Yeah,
you didn't
see his ninja kick.
But I would have flying kicked him too, blood.
Okay then, so that's just my thing. So this is one of those things where it's good that the FA want to try and include, the gays and transgender and all of that stuff. That's cool, but don't try and now use it as this kind of like scream mask like you care. Do you understand? Because you don't, because you're not doing enough for racism. That's just my thing. So I just feel like all of that whole trying to change the logo stuff is stupid. In all honesty, do you think I would basically making the Premier League logo look like My Little Pony?
Yeah, but you got to look at it from also the Premier League's point of view. Yes, they can do a little bit more with racism, but they have tried quite a bit in terms of the whole logo change. I don't know what kind of logo you can do for racism with the Premier League badge, if I'm being honest with you. But they've had the kick out racism. But they've had the hold on. The reality is that inside football right now, it doesn't look like there's a lot of gay engagement within football. There's no real gay players.
Because it's undercover, bro.
I know it's undercover, but look at it from if you take away how you feel about homosexuality and you look at it on a level playing field, homosexuals and transgenders and all of that, they don't get involved in football. And if they do, they have to keep it a secret. So if you look at it from that sense, the FA got to do a little bit more.
The FA
you know what I mean?
racism.
Did you say a little bit more?
They got to do a bit more, yeah.
The FA.
Hold on a second. Okay, fine. Okay, that's okay. You're saying, so you feel that the FA, because a player can't fully come out.
It's not just purely because of a player can't fully come
but
out.
the atmosphere, the
But
climate isn't
it's
receptive
not,
to someone coming out.
It's not good. Like,
Okay.
Like at the end of the day, yeah, like all of us could go to a football ground, and let's be real, 99.99% of the time we're not going to get racially abused. Of course, with certain instances in football, say for example the Evra case, even the Luco case, that there has been elements where the FA need to do more. But the truth of the matter is, if a transgender person who came into Emirates, do you think would it be as great? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay,
like that type of stuff. It's about inclusion.
A gay person, can hide the fact that they're gay.
Yeah,
there are definitely several players in the Premier League kicking a ball around you, or nutmegging someone that's gay.
Yeah.
But can you hide being a black person?
No, you can't.
Alright, so therefore, when there's attacks towards being a skin colour that you cannot hide, but then there's still attacks. Of course, the campaign should be higher for that.
Yeah, but it is
why
higher.
Why should someone's sexual orientation be included within football, like?
Because it's about making the game open for everybody. That's what it is.
What?
It's not trying. That's the thing. I feel like you're trying to put one and two issues over the other, when reality is that they're just trying to go at multiple issues at the same time.
Can I say something?
The fact is that a footballer has to keep it secret, whether he's gay or not, should be a highlight to the situation and the climate of football it is. You shouldn't have to keep it secret.
You know, the FA only deal, for me, they only deal with racial incidents because they're out there in your face, and they're out there in public settings, and they get spoken about on public and social sites. That's why they have to deal with them. I don't think they would deal with them in the manner that they've dealt with some cases if they weren't such talked about in the public eye so much. Come on, if you have to protect your brand, the FA is a brand at the end of the day, and obviously if you've got things coming out, right, racial things going on, you have to deal with them. That doesn't mean you want to deal with them. That means you have to deal with them. I don't feel like they actually. I personally don't feel like they should be doing so much more than they actually do it in terms of racism.
So what is
the
more
that? Prime example. I think we mentioned this on another episode. Yeah. For example, John Fashion's brother, who killed himself, he was gay. He come out as gay. Yeah. And at the time when he came out as gay, he was even getting racially abused. Now when he came out as gay, the FA didn't do nothing to protect him. To be like, okay, you're gay, how can we now help the situation? On top of that, he's getting racially abused on top of that. On top of even coming out as gay. So there's a prime example there where the FA didn't do enough because the guy killed himself. So now they want to now be changing logos, putting rainbows. That's dead.
But that's the
because
thing.
Because you had your chance. There was actually a gay footballer that actually came out to be like, I'm gay and I'm comfortable with it, and they didn't do anything about it.
But don't you feel like that's a bit unfair? Like,
how is that unfair?
Because that's ages ago, and two, can't organisations change and learn from the mistakes and try to do better?
I hear that. Honestly,
you know what I mean? You can't just stay in the past and say,
I'm just saying that there was a chance that they could have done something there and then.
Yeah, that's like 20 odd years ago.
They did it for money, bro.
Bro, even right now, they can be doing something for racism. They hardly even do that. They only do it because now there's Twitter where the public are not having it anymore. That they have to now be forced to do something about it. If Twitter wasn't about where people are now here saying, oh, this person's being racist, someone do something about it, the FA's not doing nothing about racism.
Do you know what? I don't even think they're doing it. You know when you was talking about empathy and stuff? I think it's branded, man. I think it's for money purposes why they're including this rainbow logo and trying to, like, you know.
Of course it is.
I think that is the genuine reason why they're doing it.
What for? What?
For money purposes. Obviously, like it shows in the public eye. It shows, right, we we support, you know, this movement, obviously, which supports the gay, transgender people. That's a big community, and there's a lot of money in that community. Like, so when you combine the two, it's like, right, now we want both of them equally involved in our sport, in our brand.
Watch this, yeah. Watch this, yeah. Like, please don't get me wrong, and people, please don't get me wrong, yeah. Like, the whole the FA moving with the whole LGBT agenda or whatever, yeah, it's got nothing to do with me. I can't control that. Do you understand? Yeah, that's them. What my point is, what I'm saying to you, yeah, fine, you haven't seen this campaign yet, but what I'm saying to you is that I guarantee you, Glad, I hope you listen, yeah, I guarantee you that the efforts for the LGBT community is going to be rampant, it's going to be high, it's going to be in your face fully. Yeah? Whereas all these years where players are experiencing racism, where they know that players are experiencing racism, they could have gone in hard for them. Yeah? Now, like, all of these lot will empathise with gay players or whatever, blah blah, because a lot of them are probably gay, or they swing that way behind the scenes sometimes. I'm not even trying to be fickle about it. Like, that's just literally the reality. But watch this, in terms of a racism campaign, if you ever want to see a higher racism campaign in the sense of stamping out, let's kick out racism in the English Premier League or whatever, blah blah, or in all of the lower leagues, is if there was more multicultural people on the FA board. That's literally the reality.
That's what happens.
Let me ask you this though, in terms of like what you're saying with racism and the campaigns, what kind of campaign do you want the FA to run on racism that they're currently not doing right now? And in terms of the LGBT campaign, surely it being the first LGBT campaign that they're going to try to do it right, then rather than keeping it buried underground. Because I feel like you're taking some of the positives or what they're trying to do and sort of flipping and saying, see, it's not the same how it is with how it was with racism. But the reality is that in terms of the issue of racism and the issue of homophobia, right? Yeah, there's incidents of racism, but in terms of the UK in the Premier League and the amount of games that happen, the amount of matches, and over the course of the last 5 seasons or so, you're talking about 1, maybe 2 cases at best. Of racism in the Premier League that has come out.
Goodness.
Are you alright?
Name the two. What two?
I'm talking what in terms of what
racism?
Racism
Yeah,
in the Premier League. What I can remember is the Evra one. I'm even out pressed to figure up a second. The Luco case, but then that's not a case of that's within. Wait, hold on. That's within the FA. Within the FA. That's John Terry. I'm talking about within the last 5 years.
Yes,
that's not 5 years.
John Terry and Ferdinand.
Right, John Terry and Anton Ferdinand.
In 5 years.
Yes.
That was in 5 years. It's been over 5 years.
Okay. Are you sure it's been over 5 years?
I'm 95% sure it's been over 5 years.
It's been the Suarez case. It's been John Terry.
Yeah.
Who else has there?
Who's that guy over in Turkey? Was he in Turkey?
No, in England. In England, yeah. I'm telling you, there's no more than maybe.
No, I think there's been more, bro.
But there isn't, honestly. In terms of the game between racism and players, between racism with the fans and racism with players, in terms of actual incidents over the last 5 years, it's been a handful.
Yeah,
not if that.
There's been incidents on fans.
Okay,
that's fans on fans.
Yeah, but that.
Okay, but wait. All right, wait. At the end of the day, no matter how long or if there's been 1 or 2 incidents in that's come up in football in racism, there hasn't really been anything done about it.
No, that's what. No. Hold on. I'm saying in terms of when you're comparing racism within the footballing world in England, where the FA control, and then you look at homophobia and whatnot. If you look at the amount of incidents with racism, it's not in terms of say a rampant issue as if it is with say Italy or Russia or other countries. Whereas with homophobia, the reality is that there's no player out right now who's comfortable enough to come out as gay.
I don't think there will be.
The thing as well is that I don't know. I don't speak to enough gay people about being around in football matches, so I generally don't know. But I'm under the assumption that the FA have seen that there's been issue with people, gay people engaging within football.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
Yeah, go on.
So you think there's going to be a player come out and say that he's gay?
100.
Hold on,
100%.
whilst in his career, not after.
Yes.
I agree with him.
Yes.
But
it's coming.
But no, but
it's coming.
You think it's coming?
It's coming.
No, but wait, but it's saying
I would
that.
like to see the response of that.
No, wait, no, but wait. It's saying that.
I haven't seen
no,
it's
wait,
not
gonna just be out of the
No,
blue.
wait. It's saying that. Yeah. If that happens, it's not a bad thing.
No, I'm not saying it
And
is.
I hope when the person does come out, that person is taken. His team takes care of him the way it should, properly. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. But I get what.
Because Arsenal didn't protect
Yeah.
Oxlade-Chamberlain when he was spinning the guy.
Exactly.
Right.
No,
You
it's
man
real.
are being
It's
dumb.
real.
Nah.
It's real.
Let me stand up, man.
It's real.
This guy. No, he's not even playing for He's not even playing for Arsenal. Listen, though, hold on. You're saying that, though. You're saying that, but that's petty. That's like.
No, man, chill. I know.
But what about the way Raheem Sterling runs and that?
Exactly. Chill,
But, yeah,
man. No,
but-
but he. Anyway,
Yeah,
go on.
but like I feel like there should be more done for racism. I'm all for the FA trying to bring the gay community closer to football, but changing the logo and that's a bit going. That's going
too
a
far.
bit too far.
Okay, give me a second. Yeah. Go ahead. Okay, cool. Fine. Those handfuls that you've mentioned, or that we've mentioned, yeah, those are reported. Those are what we've witnessed. Yeah, there are many unspoken ones. Other than that, yeah, and I'm not only just talking about the Premier League as well. I'm talking about the lower leagues as well. I'm talking about non-league football. When I say English, remember because I've mentioned the FA. Yeah, I strongly believe there is institutional racism.
Oh yeah.
Do you
I don't
understand?
disagree
So,
with that.
So what I'm saying to you is so for example, yeah, if there is a gay youth player, that doesn't stop him from pursuing football, right?
Yes.
Because watch this, we've all, yeah, unanimously agreed that there are definitely gay footballers that haven't come out of some sort, yeah? Not that they even have to, what the hell, yeah? Cool, now watch this. But when I'm talking about a campaign against racism, that basically speaks about players getting an equal chance, a level chance, in comparison to their white counterparts in this country. So when I say that is by scouts getting training on institutional racism, or even just treating people equally, or scouting or filtering the correct scouts, academy coaches to give equal opportunity to individuals. There's been countless times.
And black
And giving, yeah.
to become managers.
So I'm not just talking about the
because I think there's a lot of reasons why even black managers or black ex-players don't want to become managers, because they feel like they won't get that chance to become a manager. Do you understand? There's only a handful of black managers in England.
Chris Hughton, Hasselbank, and I can name them. Chris Houghton, Hasselbank, and I know what's his name from used to play for Charlton, Chris Powell. They were the three. I swear, Powell got sacked, and he's not in management no more.
So
Three.
I definitely so therefore I definitely agree what Tunde said. There has to be more done.
Sammy. The thing is, what exactly is it that you're arguing? Because if you're arguing that there needs to improve on racism within the FA, of course I agree with you. The FA need to improve with racism, 100%. Are you against the campaign or with the LGBT?
Okay,
are you trying to say we need another campaign? Because
I'm against the effort.
Because I don't.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's a difference because because I like you know I
Well,
work
do you
in
hear me?
I
You
work
hear
in,
me, yeah?
oh, yeah.
Alright, cool.
I work in marketing, so a campaign to me is what you were saying with the LGBT.
Okay, for instance,
that's a
then,
campaign.
alright, so then, okay.
If you're talking about fixing institutional racism within the FA, that's something totally
Alright,
different.
so
An
how's
advert
it
campaign
totally
is not going to
different?
do because anyone could do an advertising
Okay,
campaign.
Glide, alright, Glide. Okay.
Fix institutional
You know how another
racism
way-
and an advertising
How do you
campaign
fix,
is
how
not
do you
the
fix
same.
institutional racism?
I don't know that.
Glide,
I don't have
without a campaign.
Without a campaign,
Yeah.
then you got to look at what's going on within the structure of the FA,
So you're saying
within the
investigation,
management, within the people in the organisation, with the rules,
But
the
that's
laws, and
public-
all of
that's-
that.
but that's
How?
public knowledge, though.
What? I'm trying to understand. Are you talking about a marketing campaign,
Yeah.
which is what
That's
they're doing?
one. That's one
That's
aspect.
just one aspect. Yeah. So that's
no,
the
no,
thing.
that's what I'm
You-
saying to you. Yeah, is that's one aspect. Yeah.
So-
where no, what
Okay.
I'm saying to you is, first of all, I started off this conversation in the sense of the effort levels in comparison to the LGBT campaign that they're about to do. They're going. No argument is that they're going to go ham for that.
Mm-hmm.
Just say campaigns alone. But when I'm bringing institutional racism, that I'm just bringing that argument in the sense that shouldn't they even go ham on a campaign even more, knowing that there's institutional racism within the whole structure of FA. That's it.
But a marketing campaign does not fix
No, I didn't say.
racism. I'm not saying no.
Okay.
Hold on.
I know that. I know it doesn't.
I know
fix,
it doesn't fix
that.
it. So if you know it doesn't fix it, and you know that they have never done an LGBT marketing campaign, because this is what it is, unless they're going in to fix the institutional homophobia, because let's be real, there's no gay coaches that I know of out there.
No.
Openly, hold on, let me finish.
There's no gay
No,
footballers
hold on.
openly.
Yeah, there's no gay footballers openly either. So which if it's the case
But
where
does there need
hold
to
up,
be?
hold
No.
up.
Of course it doesn't.
Hold up. So if it's the case where if you're looking at this marketing campaign and then saying, oh, from this marketing campaign, they're going to now go and fix institutional homophobia and go harder, that's a totally different thing, because I don't know that. We don't know that. That's just your
Okay, how do you mean?
feeling.
How do you mean?
Your
by that?
opinion.
Wait. Sorry. So just repeat that last bit. What do you
Okay,
mean?
if you're saying
Yeah.
that them doing an LGBT
Yeah,
marketing
yeah,
campaign
yeah.
to include more gay people means that they're going to now fix institutional homophobia, then yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Then I get it. But that is an assumption of yours. In the
That's
same
not- no,
way,
it's not, it's
in the
not.
same way,
Do
it's
you
an
know why?
assumption
Do
that
you know
doing
why?
a marketing campaign of
Okay.
racism means that they're going to now fix
Okay.
institutional racism.
Okay, the
It's
climate
just
of
a
the
campaign.
the climate of the world, yeah. The climate of the world globally.
Yeah.
Out of sports now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of
Does
sports.
let's go out of sports just for a sec, yeah.
Mm.
The way the climate of this world is being set at the minute.
Yeah.
When I say climate, I'm talking about media just arousing your mind or making you susceptible to become acceptable regarding all of these things. Which one is it more acclimatized to? The LGBT community or institutional racism?
Listen.
So when okay, let me summarize that, yeah? Watch this, yeah? Let's just go to America for a second, yeah? Let's go to America for a second.
Okay.
Alright. Which case gets more of a justice? Racial killings or people being homophobic?
I don't know.
Oh, come
I
on.
really
Wow.
don't know that.
Oh.
What do you,
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay,
It's in that
fine.
sense.
Okay, fine. Okay. Alright.
Like,
Okay.
Even in music videos.
Okay.
Brother, you're
Wait.
even nuts right now.
I'm
Let's
trying
say
to understand what you-
okay. Let's say America's a homophobic country or continent of some sort. Yeah.
okay.
What is more acceptable there? Yeah. Now, let's say they're racist and homophobic.
Okay.
What is more stamped down on? Yeah. Racism or homophobia?
I would say racism is more in the forefront, but you know you can,
forefront in what sense? Sorry.
in racism, because obviously you see color, you can't see homosexuality unless someone comes out to you and tells you.
No, as in
What do you mean?
in America.
Well, they're more racist than they're homophobic in America.
Is that what
Yeah,
it
but
is?
you know you could be gay and black, right?
Yeah.
So
I know that.
right, and you know you can tackle two issues
And
at the same time.
even in what?
What he's saying
You
is homophobia is put on a more of a positive pedestal than racism.
Basically,
That's what,
yeah.
as he said,
The people
so like-
that have the power,
Yeah.
people that have power. When I say power, like to change laws, to do certain things, etc. it's like they prioritize the LGBT agenda. They prioritize the LGBT community.
Sorry, can I just ask a question? So you see this rainbow thing, yeah? Is that for the whole season?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Okay, so you
think
see how you're saying about what can they do for racism? Why can't they have respect racism or something? Or
They've done that before.
okay, but why does the badge have to get changed? Like, why
No,
does it have to
it's
be-
just a marketing campaign.
Okay, but they should do the same thing where it should have big respect.
But they have.
It's
They
not
have.
even, not
I
even
haven't
just
seen
that.
that.
Not even just
I'm
that.
talking
Sam.
about on their playing
On the
shirts.
actual lion.
I'm like
on that thing.
95% sure that they have one.
I don't.
I'm
What?
95%.
No.
I
What I'm
can
saying,
literally
what I'm saying is the actual Prem Lion. Yeah, that's. I don't know if it's going to be permanent. I doubt it's going to be permanent.
It's not going to be Prem Lion. It's not going to be
rainbow
permanent.
colour. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get it.
But would there be like a kick out racism on that?
You know,
thing?
Yeah,
on your-
thank you. Yeah, I agree.
on your initial statement when you were talking about this movement, this LGBT movement, are you basically saying that when they bring this out, it's going to be brought out with such a force that the racism campaigns that they've brought out wouldn't even touch
Yes.
what? That's what
Definitely.
that's what he's
what I'm
basically
saying.
saying.
That's
So
what I'm
literally,
saying. Yeah.
we've had extreme cases of racism. Yeah, extreme cases, and the campaigns that the FA have put forth will not even touch nowhere near to this opening campaign that they're going to bring up for the LGBT
Hold up,
community.
but
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but
Right?
that's for one. That's a prediction, though.
Okay.
That's not something which
that's
is
fine.
laid out in fact.
That's fine. That's
And
fine.
like, let's be real. I'm gonna be real.
I can
But
give you
me-
calculations for it.
me-
I can give you calculations. That's why I brought up America.
yeah.
I said that's why I brought up America. That's
Yeah.
why I brought up the weight. That's why I brought up the world.
Yeah.
For example, America. Just as an example. Yeah.
Yeah.
The people, all the powers that be. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are seeing lives being lost because they're black. Yeah. Continuously. I'm not saying lives haven't been
Not
lost
just
because
black, just
I'm not saying lives haven't LGBT community haven't lost their lives or anything like that. But there's more suicides among that community. Yeah. But in terms of like at the hands of the police,
Yeah.
black just coloured lives are being lost basically. Yeah. Yet there are campaigns, there are laws, there are changing school laws, etc., regarding any abuse towards the LGBT community. What I'm saying to you is that the FA will be like such.
Yes.
Where we're talking about there's been racial stuff, they know that there's stuff that happens in grassroots level and all the way going up and all that stuff. They know that there are non-white players that get unfairly judged, unfairly treated, etc. In fact, which I'm just going to switch.
There's priorities.
I'll go into my next point.
What he's basically saying quickly, just to,
Yeah.
what he's saying is there's priorities in it, and the LGBT community is held at a higher priority than racism, not just in football, throughout everything, whether it be music,
I'm not
media.
arguing that, though. You're making it sound like I don't understand what he's saying.
But that's what he's saying about the campaign.
I know that's what he's saying about the campaign, but I'm saying is it's just the campaign. Regardless, if you're going with the assumption that with all of the previous campaigns with the FA did with racism, that they've not done anything to fix institutional racism with there, what guys do you think that is going to be the case with the homophobia? The reality is none of us here, except for Tunde,
I think
knew this campaign
we have to have a
existed.
situation where a person
Wait,
who...
have you not seen rainbow-coloured laces in the Premier?
Wait.
I have.
I've seen the rainbow coloured
You know what?
laces. I ain't seen
Tunde,
anything
you know
else.
what needs to happen
that's-
is, I think what needs to happen is, there needs to be an incident of someone from the LGBT community or someone who is gay being slandered, or an incident happening with them. We need to then see how the FA move when that happens to know if they kind of prioritize that more importantly than racism. Don't you think? Because we haven't really had an incident like with racism in terms to the LGBT. We haven't.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Yeah. But what I'm saying to you is that I don't even think you will get those odd people. I'm not saying that okay, there's going to be a player that comes out and then everyone's going to be all celebrating or whatever. They will get praised.
Yeah.
They'll get praised over the media. They will get praised by certain fans on the timeline or whatever. Not that I'm not saying that they shouldn't. But what I am saying is that literally the world or the football world is set up. It's being set up and it's being all configured to allow people to start coming out.